Dude, freaking wild, man.
Tornadoes will mess you up, man.
Dude, yeah, for real. We always talk so casually.
Dude, I don't know if you guys know this or not. Tornadoes will destroy your house. Cartoon about Lynx and like trying to get with Zelda. It was hilarious.
After dark.
After dark. That's for our Patreon.
Yeah, Sleepy Dad's Patreon.
It's just us sleeping.
Yeah, it's just literally
scrolling through the phone, chuckling.
Yeah, every now and then the phone just drops on our face because we fall asleep.
Yeah. And you go, okay, I gotta get up.
I can't tell you the amount of times that happens to me nowadays. Like literally, I'll just be scrolling,
just on the
looking
couch
at my phone, and like just next thing I know, just bam, right on my nose, pow, right in the kisser.
It always makes me it makes me overreact. You're like, oh, geez, it didn't even hit me, didn't hurt anything.
Yeah. Dude, I look around, I'm like, oh shit, did anybody see that?
Yeah, you're like, anybody see how crazy that was? Oh, yeah, just me.
Spidey like reflexes dodging that thing. Eric, I was gonna tell you this earlier, but it was like thunderstorming here the other day, and it reminded me when we were down there. Katie was telling us that you guys watched that documentary, The Twisters.
Yeah, Katie did.
Or Katie did, yeah. Did we watch that the other day?
With Glenn Powell?
No, the documentary. It's about the
Twisters.
Yeah, that's Twisters. This is The Twister.
Are you thinking of Twista?
Yeah. He's not an overnight celebrity. But yeah, so we watched that documentary. It's about the tornado in Joplin, Missouri. Dude, freaking wild, man.
Tornadoes will mess you up, man.
Dude, yeah, for real. We always talk so casually.
Dude, I don't know if you guys know this or not. Tornadoes will destroy your house.
Yeah, they will upend your life if you're not ready.
Legit upend it.
Well, it's funny because, like, obviously, living in Tennessee, like, we're used to like tornadoes just being around us, like around this time of year, like all the time.
Yes.
But I don't know about you guys. I've never actually like been that close to like one actually affecting my area.
Knock on wood, Anish.
Yeah,
Jeez Louise, jinxing us.
Yeah.
Eric was taking selfies with one.
At
the front porch the other day.
True story.
Yeah, Eric, you're out here storm chasing like Glenn Powell
from my porch.
Yeah. But yeah, dude. Freaking nuts, dude. Freaking crazy, man. The documentary's good. I highly recommend it if you haven't watched it. I was
What's that one called? For real though, all this Twister talk's confusing me. Is that the one? Are you talking about the one with Helen Hunt?
No.
Or are you talking?
No, this is The Twister, I think is what it's called. Just the documentary.
Gotcha.
What are we going to call it?
Twister's taken. What about The Twister?
Yeah. Honestly, smart marketing ploy because people search for Twisters.
They go, Google it in. Yeah.
I'm like, ooh, this sounds interesting.
Mm-hmm.
All right, boys, we're back. We're live. Episode 343.
Yeah, I was literally about to say 300 something. Yeah. No shit in my head. I was thinking 300 something.
Nice. We should just test to see if we're on the same wavelength every week. As always, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, follow button, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcast. Please and thank you. We're courteous. We have manners. For those who have already done so. Yeah. Just do your freaking job and hit the subscribe button. For those who have already done so, we appreciate the support. All right, boys. Easter weekend this weekend. I'm sure we all had our hands full with Easter eggs and Easter egg hunts and spending time with the family.
Of course.
Yeah. Eric, since you had such an exuberant and vibrant photo that you sent us for the thumbnail.
Dude, it's a game. It's funny. It's a game. It's Easter ears, and it comes with inflatable rings, and you have to like throw them on there and try to get them on the ears.
Oh, nice.
Young kids. That's what you do when you have young kids. You got to keep them entertained. Dude, you can't just do the egg hunt. You have to do all the festivities and we do a dyeing egg method where you use shaving cream. No, not shaving cream. Excuse me. Cool Whip. It looks like shaving cream, but it's Cool Whip, and you can like put dye in the Cool Whip and you mix it all up and you put the eggs in there and let them sit, and for whatever reason it dyes them like in crazy like tie-dye colors and stuff. It's cool. Try it out.
Nice.
It's worth a Google.
It's worth the
Worth a
Google.
goog. Worth a goog.
Yeah, let me reach out to Mr. Goog over here.
Yeah. How does it work? No clue. I don't know the science behind it. Just know that it works.
Hey, we're not scientists. We're just amateur podcasters trying to make it big.
Brandon, you would have been proud of us Friday. We had Friday off of work. Good Friday. It's a Good Friday. Some call it a Great Friday. And we went out to this park that we had never been to. But we got a nice little 2-mile walk in with the girls all the way to the top of this. Like, it's funny. We're in Tennessee. It's not a mountain. It's a hilltop, but it's a steep hilltop. You know what I mean? Like
plateau.
Yeah, it's up there. So yeah, we got a nice little 2 miles in. We're trying to get them ready because we are going on a cruise in 2 months. And we're going to do a lot of walking. So we're trying to break them in and be like, no one's picking you up. There's not going to, it may be a long time that we have to walk. So get those legs ready.
He picked them up.
He picked them up, yeah. Just multiple pictures of Eric holding, just holding the girls.
That'd be funny if I'll say, if I ever do, I'll be like, Katie, take a picture, send it to the boys.
Yeah.
Let them know I lost.
Yeah.
I'm weak.
Day one.
Day one, yeah.
Yes. At the Nashville Airport.
Getting on the
At
boat.
the airport. Yeah.
Nashville Airport. Shit.
Yeah. Walking out of the house.
Yeah.
Already? Nice. Yeah, you gotta get them base miles up, Get them ready.
Yep.
Although they should be pretty seasoned already with the Disney trips you guys take.
But they're used to because we've been kind of stroller free, which is great. But that's we don't want any no bitching, no whining. Just have a good time.
Yeah,
have a good time, please.
Hey man, I went stroller free when we went to Disneyland in September. It was okay for the most part, but at night when it starts to get towards the end, and you're just trying to power through. Yeah. And you gotta carry her a mile back. Just be prepared.
It's more like when you don't have the stroller, and then you're like, "What the hell do I do with my water bottle? What do I do with this stuff?
What do I do with my stuff?" Yeah,
it's the downfall of
storage
not
on
having it.
wheels.
Yeah. Your backpack. You just bring a backpack.
Yeah, just carry that around. But then your backpack ends up getting like 50 pounds, and you're like, okay, this isn't fun either.
And then people are like, can I put that backpack? You're like, no, you cannot.
Sir, the backpack is already full. I cannot take any more into this backpack. Nice.
But yeah, going back to the weekend, hike on Friday, chill Saturday. Today was all about Easter, eggs, ham, chilling out with the family that we love, and just having a good old time today.
Nice. Sounds like fun.
Mm-hmm. It was fun.
Did the girls clean up in the Easter egg hunt?
They did, because they were the only two hunting eggs. My nephews couldn't make it. And so it was just those two hunting eggs. And so they got like 40 eggs apiece, which is an insane amount of eggs. And they're not going to eat all the candy either. It's a
lot of candy.
I don't know about you guys, but their Easter baskets are turning more into like Christmas stockings, where it's like more and more things and candy and toys and things. And I'm like, dude, growing up, we got one, maybe like a Mighty Max toy and some Whopper Robin eggs or something. You know what I mean? Like it's very limited. Yeah, some peeps. You eat one and go, ugh.
Yeah. The always classic Reese's peanut butter eggs.
Oh yes.
Those are always good.
Those are great.
I was gonna ask, when you guys do it, like, are you guys like legit like trying to actually hide the eggs, or are you just kind of putting them out wherever and just letting them run around for them?
I hide them. We've been up in the ante, but yeah. Well, this was the first time it was just my two girls, so we got the degree of difficulty went up a little bit.
Dude, I put one on my dad's beehive.
Oh, you're crazy.
Lily didn't care. Lily went right to it.
Straight at it. Do you put any money in Did you put money in that one?
You know, it's funny. I actually left my wallet at home. I did have some cash. I actually left my wallet at home, so I didn't have my wallet.
Smart.
But my mom had a ton of candy, so we just used. They had a lot of it was like all chocolate. I was like, it was like 80-something degrees here. So
dude, it's so hot
today.
A
bunch of melted Snickers bars and these eggs. But I mean, they have fun. They literally, it's the thrill of the hunt. You know.
So fighting for my life over here, boys. It was like 50.
Is it cold?
50 was the high today.
Oh my god!
And it was like gloomy and it was rainy.
Dude, our chocolate's like melting in our hands, and it's just like rock hard.
Yeah, it's like frozen.
Yeah, we were like, should we put sunscreen on them?
Yeah,
and it's
I think I got sunburn on the back of my neck. I think I have literally. I am a redneck.
We had coats on during the
today.
Easter egg hunt. Yeah,
that is so crazy, dude.
Yeah. Hey, they tell me though. The Weather Channel told me that the weather's going to break
soon.
About to break.
I think they're serious this time.
I think they wouldn't lie to me 4 times.
Dude, it's 55 in Chicago. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Yeah.
It's still 75 here.
Yeah, it's 73 here. It was 80 at 6:30.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? I still have yet to turn my heat off in the house. That's how that's how cold it's been still. Because at nighttime it still gets down to like 30s over here.
It's the end of April. That's crazy, Anish.
Yeah.
It's so funny. It's like you live in a different world, but you're only 8 hours north.
Yeah. Not even that far. Like an hour and a half flight.
Right. By the time you get up, it's like, hey, we're coming to make our approach.
Yeah. Maybe you weren't wrong on your theory about why our spring breaks are so late, Eric, up here. Because we don't get spring weather until May.
That's true.
Nice. How was your Easter today, Brandon? Besides setting your kids up for failure,
putting beehives in the Japanese hornet nest.
Yeah. Hey, here's a fire.
That was fun. Oh, that would have been a good one.
This would be fun.
Let's see who wants this egg with a
how
Hershey kiss in it.
Yeah, how bad do you want these Skittles? Yeah.
Jelly bellies.
No, it was good. Went over to my parents and do what we normally do. Hung out over there, got some food and hunted eggs and kind of celebrated Lily's birthday with them. She turned 13 this week. So
that's kind of breaking my brain that she's a teenager, like a legit teenager now.
Legit
crazy.
So kind of combined a bunch of stuff today and hung out over there. And the week itself was just pretty normal. Just busy, work, running kids around everywhere. This next week's gonna be another busy one, but today was good though. Like I said, beautiful weather. Sorry, Nish, but
R.I.P.
I'm here.
R.I.P. Yeah.
R.I.P. your Easter. Yeah, Brandon. I was like, is Brandon trying to make us cry doing that video edit of Lily being a little girl dancing and then cutting to her now dancing?
That was literally like her first.
It's trying to make
class.
Tears come out of my face.
Yeah,
that was literally like her first class.
How dare you make me cry my own tears, Brandon?
All grown up.
That's wild.
That's weird.
I still can't believe it. Yeah. I remember my wedding. It was like her third birthday or fourth birthday or something like that.
I always see stuff pop up. Yeah. Like time hopping Facebook memories and stuff of pictures of her like dancing there and just doing little kid stuff.
Yeah,
like around Mexico. It's like, wow, she's so she was little. I distinctly remember the age because she had her birthday during the trip, and I remember like the airline trying to charge us more because she was 3 when we left. It was going to be 4 when we came back, and they were trying to charge. They're like, no. She's gonna be a lot older. We need to charge you more money.
Like this completely changes everything.
Yeah. But I mean, she had a great time. Turning 4 in Mexico.
Yeah.
I remember the resort was awesome. Like literally, she got "Happy Birthday" sung to her literally at every meal.
If I remember correctly, I remember we did something for her, but I think her actual birthday was the day we left early in the morning. Like we had to fly home that day, and I think you guys stayed another day.
Yep, that's right.
Damn, I know.
Yeah.
But literally just like every meal we went to, we told them it was her birthday, and they literally have like the whole staff come out and like sing, and it would embarrass her, and like bring like plates out like "Happy Birthday" on them, like written on the cake and
chocolate
stuff.
And stuff.
Yeah, they even like decorated the room up, but like the housekeeping came in, they like had done something for her as well, so it was wild. I mean, it was great. I've never had a birthday that hospitable.
No one really cares about my birthday.
Yeah,
dude. I know we're on a recorded line right now. And Brandon, when do you turn 40?
2 years.
In 2 years.
So I turned 39 this year, and then
next year.
2 summers. Yeah, so this summer I'll turn 39.
Don't make it
sound
harder than it actually is.
Yeah. It's about 50 moon cycles.
Yeah. Literally 1 year from now, you're gonna be 40.
1 year from
like
June,
1 year and 2
I'll
months.
be 40.
2 calendar years.
Yeah.
No, I was going to say.
Don't take this from me.
We need to do like since we're all getting close to turn 40. Anish, I know you still got a ways till you're there. Respect your elders. Hashtag respect your elders. But we should do like a 40 trip. We should do like a trip though.
Yeah, we should.
40. Everybody, since we're all turned 40. All right, I'll write your name. I'll write your name in chocolate. If only we knew someone who books travel.
Yeah. If only we can get the hookup.
Just saying. I'm planting the seeds now. Just think about it. Could be fun.
Hey, I'm all in, man. Next year's
Anish is in. Next
year's also our 10-year anniversary, and it's Priya's 40th too. So a couple of 40ths, 10-year anniversary might be a good time.
Right on.
Might be a good time.
We're gonna make this happen, Brandon.
We'll see. Hey, we'll see. We'll talk about it.
Yeah. He's already putting off his 40th birthday. He's gonna put off this trip too.
Yeah.
Now he's just jaded for birthdays. He's like, I don't know. My whole life been this way. No, not now. Don't celebrate me now. If you didn't celebrate me when I was 12, don't celebrate me when I'm 40.
Yeah. That's right.
That's right. Oh man. Yeah, outside the weather for us, Easter was pretty fun. So we ended up
a weird transition.
Yeah, I know.
Cold egg salad outside.
Yeah, cold.
So how about that weather?
Rock hard chocolate.
We grilled. My mom made a honey baked ham. We grilled Omaha steaks. It was almost like a summer barbecue, man.
And we're over here playing like, all right, the rain stopped. Let's go and do it now.
Get out there now.
Everybody get out there now.
Don't wear your good shoes.
Yeah. So we actually ended up doing like an Easter egg hunt yesterday through like kind of our park district because we didn't really have any plans for today.
So you did like reheated mashed potato eggs today?
No, we did. No, let me explain. So we originally didn't have any plans for
what had happened was
See, I got checking and savings.
I got Easter eggs.
Yeah. So we did like a Easter egg hunt through like the park district here yesterday morning, and then yesterday I have some cousins that live here, and they were like, "Hey, we're having just like Easter brunch and like just doing like a small Easter egg hunt with like the girls or whatever." So they're like, "You want to come over?" We're like, "Yeah, sure." Might as well. We're not doing anything else. So yesterday at the park district, like because there's so many damn kids and they only have so many eggs, they're like, everybody only grab 10 eggs. I'm like, all right, guy, good luck trying to control
that's
this.
Also goes against the ethos of an egg hunt.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Big kids dominate. Little kids, one day you'll be a big kid, and then you dominate.
Yeah, and they had it all like separated out by like age group, which it didn't matter at the end of it because once they said go, it was like every man for himself,
Yes.
But of course Zoya, being, I don't know where she gets it from, she was out there like counting her eggs, like 1, 2. I'm like, Zoya, just grab eggs.
Yeah, keep going.
Like, it's fine.
We'll figure that out later.
Yeah, we'll figure it out later. There's too many eggs, we'll drop a couple. Just get as many as you can right now. But then today it was like the opposite. Like there's only 3 girls today. So like Eric, like you said, how your girl's got like 40 eggs. Same with Zoya. She came home like 50 eggs, and it's like all chocolate and candy.
Yep.
I'm like,
all
right, I guess I'm gonna get diabetes this week. I'm just gonna eat all this candy for her because she's not gonna eat it.
I've eaten 0 pieces of candy today. I'm pretty proud of that.
Hey, good for you.
Thank you.
The night is young.
Yeah, as they all go to bed, I'm like, ooh, like a raccoon.
He's got chocolate all over the side of his mouth.
Yes.
You have chocolate on your mouth,
I'm gonna relapse. I'm a strong candidate to relapse.
Actually, I said earlier I'm weak.
Yeah, you know this.
I will crumble in a second.
Ooh, crumble cookie?
Yeah. The smell of that Reese's peanut butter. As soon as it hits the nose, man. Nice. Any other things you guys want to talk about for dad stories before we move on to sports talk for this week?
No.
Just fantastic.
Dude, no lie. I do feel it is crazy. It does feel like it's like the end of a 3-day weekend, but my house is dead tired. Like it is like very still now. Everyone's quiet. I'm tired.
You're sleepy.
I'm sleepy. I'm a sleepy dad. Thank God our podcast is called Sleepy Dads and not like Energetic Dads, because now we can just be true to ourselves.
Yeah. This is me. I'm tired. I don't want to do anything.
It would come out pretty quick.
Yeah. Yeah, we get exposed.
I think the jig would be up.
Yeah, we get exposed real quick.
Yeah. We could just say we're being clever. We're just being clever.
Yeah, it's part of the bit. It's part of the bit, everybody. All right, let's get into sports talk. Lots of stuff going on this week. Obviously, we had the Masters last week, which we talked in depth about with our extensive.
It's still awesome.
Yeah.
Still awesome.
Yeah, with our extensive golf knowledge that we all possess.
If everybody else can be an expert on any new political item that gets brought up, we could be Masters experts in one Sunday. Okay.
Yeah. You don't know me.
Apparently, there's a million tariff experts now. And you're like, oh, you guys all understand the impact of tariffs and how they work and who does them, why they do them. Okay. Yeah. I went to school with a lot of you people. No, you don't. No, you don't.
Yeah. I know how you were in school. You don't know what you're talking about.
No, yeah. You're like a home ec major. Shut up.
Yeah. Oh, man. I'll transition us out of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I kind of want to see where he goes with it.
Okay, I'm cooking. Here,
You know
I'm
what?
gonna go ahead and tell you
Let's let him
about.
cook. Let's let him cook.
No, that's what I'm saying. I am humble enough to say, dude, I don't know Jack Diddley about Terrace.
Yeah.
I'd rather talk sports with the boys.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff going on, man. Basketball playoffs started. Hockey playoffs started. Lots of fun stuff. NFL draft is this week.
Ooh, I can't wait for the NFL draft. I really can't wait. I'm kind of like re-energized. Like, what are we gonna do?
It's 100% Cam. After his whole Twitch thing, if it's not him, I don't know what's going on.
Be tough.
I will never.
Tough look
That
for
would
us.
be hilarious if he was naming like Calvin Ridley as his favorite wide receiver, and then we don't even draft him. Like he goes to
like
Cleveland.
Abdul Carter.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah. Get some Kevin Costner draft day thing. Actually, no, we're not going to draft him. We're going to draft this guy. Then we're going to trade for this guy, and then we're going to flip all of our picks back. And you're like, what?
We trade back to 6 or something.
Chad Brinker's like, why were only 100 people watching his Twitch? There's got to be a reason.
They went out for his birthday, and none of his teammates went.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Draft Day, I'm telling you, good movie, Eric.
It's not a good movie.
You sure do know a lot about it for not liking it.
I've seen it. I like football. I've seen it. Okay. I do think it's Cam, and I'm very excited for this new era.
Killer Cam.
Yeah. Again, you can circle back to 2 months ago. Oh, I can't wait to do. Yeah.
Do what?
That's movie does after the first down.
You weren't watching. I was doing the.
Oh,
that's our thing now, Eric.
Dude, I still do. I still do the Steve McNair.
Yeah,
the Q dogs.
The Q dogs. Yeah. No, but I'm saying go back a couple months. I'm sure we were dogging Cam Ward and Shadur Sanders, and
I guarantee we dogged him when he didn't play the back half.
Yeah, I was gonna say when he didn't play in the bowl game. Yes,
I 100% we did.
And I'm pretty sure also we guaranteed that. We'll spin zone ourselves into talking ourselves into him if we draft him. And here we are, boys. Here we are. I think we're gonna draft him.
He's gonna change the franchise. What are you
talking about?
Change
the franchise. Yeah.
You gotta take big swings, dude. First overall pick.
Got to. I mean, look, it's got to be better than what we had last year, right? I mean, it's got to be better.
I mean, we were so fucking stupid last year on the Will Levis hype train. Like we were gobbling that up. We were like, we couldn't fathom that it wasn't going to work out. And then we got the number 1 pick of the draft.
I'm so glad I didn't buy the Mayo perfume.
Dude, that too. Dude, it would be funny though, because you could just keep it forever.
I kind of wish I had it.
Yes.
I tried to get it. It sold out immediately.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to get it though.
I think it just shows, and I know by proxy in Chicago, it shows how desperate we are for like fun and hope that like we had a quarterback with a rocket arm who's jacked and whatever, and we were just wanting a good time. And we did not get that.
So we sold out his cologne.
we couldn't fathom why everybody was not seeing what we were seeing.
Yeah.
We were like, how are people not understanding that this is going to be awesome?
No lie, I bet you Callahan's the wrong guy to be the head coach. I really do.
Don't, Eric.
Dude, this was I don't know if you guys remember. I know we've moved on because it's nice and spring now, but there were some dark days, some dark football days. Watching Brian Callahan try to lead a coach of a football team
and just berating Will Levis on the sideline,
dude. I think I'm sure we talked about this, but the first game he was screaming at him like, "What the fuck are you doing out there?" And you're like, "That doesn't seem like a good morale builder."
It's probably be a behind the doors type conversation.
Yes, yeah. Berate him in the classroom.
Yeah,
film room.
Hey, we'll see what he does this year. Apparently, now he has his guy who he wants. Hopefully. If they take Cam, which I'm hoping they do.
They're taking Cam.
Cam. Yeah, they're taking Cam.
Yeah, it's Cam.
I was going to say, let's get our China jerseys, but I'm sure the prices have gone up. From
they're gonna be regular price.
Can we get our political expert Eric on the tariffs? Can you educate us on the tariffs?
Apparently, tariff bad, prices bad, but political leverage good.
And I still get a $30 jersey
marks with everything.
Just do like, price is bad. Just get real basic.
You want to play cheap, or you want to pay cheap, and you hope to pay cheap.
And I think we paid pretty cheap.
Yeah. Narrator, prices were not cheap.
Also, go watch Bewitched.
Or Bedazzled.
Bedazzled. Yeah. Bedazzled. Excuse me. I misspoke.
And Draft.
Watch Bedazzled.
Yeah, but people gotta watch Bedazzled. We reference that way too much on this podcast.
It's fantastic.
It's so good. It's very good.
Elizabeth Hurley is throwing heat. I was in middle school and I went with a buddy to see that movie in theaters. So I remember thinking like, my life is different now. Watching her, and I know she's the devil, but I kind of want to make a deal with her.
Yeah. It was like I had feelings in places I didn't know I had feelings in.
I was thinking about Dragon Ball Z, but now I'm thinking about Elizabeth Hurley at a nightclub.
Oh man!
But still thinking about Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah. But I went back to Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah,
Goku, best dad in the world.
Yeah, still thinking, damn, Goku was a damn good dad.
Dude, imagine if my dad was like Goku.
Father.
Man.
Just a wild first pick for that draft.
I don't think it was that crazy. I just think it's the wrong audience. I stand by that
yourself into that.
100%.
Yeah.
Was that I'm going back to my notes. I don't think was that my first pick. I don't think it was my first pick.
That was the
first pick of the draft.
That was the first pick of
Cam
our
Ward.
podcast.
That was the Cam Ward.
Yeah.
I hope that's not a bad omen.
And if I got Goku, that's a heck of a draft.
Oh man.
You know what? I apologize. I like to go ahead and apologize to absolutely no one.
That was our first draft, wasn't it?
That was it. That was our first episode. Good time.
Oh, we did that. We did that first episode.
Setting the tone. Just set the tone for what I stand for. Silly nonsense anime. Real quick, are we gonna talk? I don't really want to talk NBA playoffs, but are we gonna talk NBA playoffs? Like, are you guys gonna make a prediction on who's gonna win or who you think's gonna win?
I'll be honest. I haven't watched one bit of sports this week, so if y'all want to chat, I'll go on. Hey, I'll go on mute and listen.
So I'm a
long time listener,
first time
caller.
I watched zero basketball. I have watched every playoff game, NHL playoff game. Anish, NHL playoffs. I know you watched it.
NHL playoffs. I mean, come on, it was the first pick of my draft.
Yeah, you better watch them. You have to.
You're in heaven right now.
Of course.
You picked every round.
Yeah. Come on now. Come on, Eric. Did I watch
first, second, third, fourth round? It's all good, dude.
Yeah. Game 3, game 4, game 2. I don't care. Give me all of them.
Game 1's great. Game 3's also great.
Yeah.
Game 7. Ooh.
Yeah. Game 5, series changer.
Anish, do you have Dude, game 5, everybody knows whoever wins game 5 is going to go on 74% chance going to win the series. Yeah. Who are you picking to win the cup, the Stanley Cup?
Man, I really like Washington, but they've kind of like really slowed down towards the end of the season. I'm really liking Colorado, to be honest. Colorado looks good.
Good.
Yeah.
They look really good.
Yeah. I think Colorado has a good chance.
So, okay, we'll do this, Anish. So that's your West team. Who's coming out of the East?
Man, I don't really like anybody in the East. I mean, honestly, I still think it'll be Washington.
Ooh. I would love for Ovechkin to win another cup. I'm not going to lie. I think that would be sick.
It would be awesome. It would be
he
awesome.
broke the goal scoring record and wins a cup. I think that'd be awesome. I do love their coach. I love their team. Yeah. I like your Washington.
I'm going to say they had too much for this goal record thing and used it all towards that. I
can see that. Bent. I mean, and they were partying every night because it was a new milestone.
Yeah.
That he was like crossing.
I mean, that'd be also sick if he did win. I mean, that'd be sick. But
yeah,
I mean, like him winning a cup was like the monkey off the back. But a second one, it's like, oh man.
And this year, that would be sick.
That would be sick. Anish, I agree. I think Avalanche or Vegas is coming out of the West.
Mm-hmm.
Vegas is very good, and then
I
think it's Tampa or Florida is coming out. My heart wants Ovechkin and the Capitals, but I think it's going to be Tampa or Florida that comes out of the East.
Toronto chokes every year, dude.
Yes, no, thank you.
They choke every year.
And even if they beat this Ottawa team, they're a very young team, so it's like young teams don't do well in the playoffs their first time. So even if they win this one, they're going to get smoked by the Panthers or the Lightning in the next round.
Yeah, the Lightning or Florida would have been my next choice outside of the Capitals, but I feel like going back to back is very hard. Like for the Panthers, they had a long season last year.
Yes.
And they had some injuries this year. Like,
yep.
So I feel like that's always hard. And Tampa, it's just, I mean, they're still very good. They're not the same team they've been in their cup runs. Yeah. But they still got Kucherov. They still got Vasilevsky in goal. Like,
yeah,
they still have all the
they
players.
Have forward defenseman goalie. You're like, nah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, like the top one at each position, at each section.
Yeah.
So.
Yes.
Yeah, I would agree with you. But either of those Florida teams or Washington for sure. Who do you think's going to win? That's the biggest question.
Avalanche.
So I think the Avalanche.
What little I've watched this year, Avalanche.
Dude, McKinnon
dominant.
Brendan, you didn't watch it. McKinnon looked like he literally, when he starts skating, he looks like a thoroughbred horse that's like galloping, and you're like, holy shit, get out of his way! Like he's just so fast. He's
fast.
Very fun to watch. But yeah, the Avalanche and Dallas is a good team, and they won like what 4-1, 5-1.
Yeah, 5-1. Yeah. Dallas is a very good team. They're very good.
Yeah,
team.
Dallas is very good.
Should have drafted these guys like playoff NHL playoffs.
Oh yeah. We could, but
oh yeah, because we did that with the NFL, and that was really fun. Damn it! Yeah. Hey, good way to plan ahead, boys.
Yeah,
I think you even joked about this doing it.
I did. I joked about it last week, but then the nostalgia in my head with doing these drafts lately got into me, and I was like, man, that was fun. I just want to have a fun
draft,
a
lot of
boys.
sports ones.
Yeah. And I feel like doing the NHL draft will just make us remind us of our misery of what we don't have.
It was Anish. I was watching the Jets and the Blues game. That was the first playoff game that started yesterday.
Awesome game.
And I was like, I've been watching the Predators for way too long. I forgot what good hockey looks like. Yeah. Yes. It was like big boy hits, good goals, good defense, goalies standing on their head and stuff. And you're like, oh yeah, okay, I'm back in it.
You're like they're completing passes. That's not legal.
Yeah, what?
They're not allowed to do that.
That's penalty.
2 fouls.
Yeah, straight to the box.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm excited. These series should be good. Like the Blues Jets series already off to a banger. I'm sure the Dallas Colorado series will kind of get back into the zone.
It doesn't matter. Game 1, you're like, okay, 2 teams are figuring each other out. Let's see who makes adjustments. And it's not a series until the home team loses.
Exactly. This guy gets it.
Mm-hmm. Everyone knows that. I'm just used to Predators hockey where we go down 2-0 in a series. Like, oh, it's over.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. We're not going to rally.
Yeah. You know what? It's over. It's not happening. Just throw it in. Oh man. Yeah.
Oh, NBA. I'm gonna go with the Lakers. I know they lost game 1. They lost game 1, Brandon. Did you see that?
Yeah, they got smoked. They got smoked in game 1 too.
They did. Yeah, they got smoked. I was joking. I've watched 0 NBA games this year, so I'm not a good expert on that. Once again, humbly, not an expert on this topic. I'm going to sit this one out.
Just have a pick. I'll say Celtics.
The reigning champs.
The easy pick. Yeah.
Hey, I'm no expert.
Yeah.
I said that. Disclaimer.
Yeah. I said with all due respect.
Anish, who you picking?
Man, I don't know. I have no idea, dude. NBA is so freaking
I heard Giannis is good.
Yeah. Is LeBron James still playing?
LeBron James.
Honestly, I have watched a handful of games this season, but literally like I can count on one hand probably how many games I've watched all season. But I don't know.
2.
The Thunder look good. The Thunder look really good.
You like that? You hear that?
They're the lightning.
Little thunder, little lightning.
Exactly. They probably got the guy who's going to win MVP this year. SGA. Might I just go with
wild that he's like turned into a MVP player.
Yeah.
Dude, I go back and forth on this whole thing. It is funny because very tertiary understanding of the NBA, but how Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, did I get that right?
Yeah, Shay.
Thank you.
Close enough.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
SGA.
The one part that I think you would have got right. Yeah. The first part's easy.
Yeah, dude, I follow hockey. There's some weird ass names to pronounce.
Yeah, Brady Shea.
But I'll say this: It is funny. Yeah, Brady Shea. Spell Shea. You're wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. You have no idea how to spell it.
You spelled it wrong. In your head, it's wrong. I was going to say, it is funny though how like people get bored of dominance. And so how even like Jokic, it's all like, yeah, but we know what he does. And SGA's having a great season. And you're like, yeah, but like, who would you take in a series? Like, who's the best player? You know what I mean? Like, it happens in like any league where like when someone's so dominant, it's like, yeah, well, Sidney Crosby only won like 3 MVPs. And you're like, in a 20-year career, he only had 3 MVPs. And you're like, he should have 12 MVPs. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, I don't know if you like, I know you listen to Bill Simmons podcast. So I don't know if you listen to the ones like with Ryan Russillo, but like they've like turned, like they like were so staunch on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander for MVP, and now like the last few weeks they're like, I mean, I feel like I gotta vote for Jokic. Like, how can I not vote for Jokic? Like, he's like playing awesome. Like, yeah, Shai, like SGA has like, you know, the number 1 seed and all that, but it's like, I mean, Jokic on paper is the best player in the world.
Yeah, right, like, and he's awesome.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen Twitter highlights.
Twitter told me.
Like I'm telling you, NBA, I am way out on my element. Yeah, way out on a limb here.
You're out of your element, Donnie.
But and it's just the same thing when they're talking about Hellebuck being like the MVP or winning the MVP for the NHL, and it's like the guy. Can we let the guy? He's about to win his 3rd Vezina, like which is the best goalie award. It's like, can we? And the guy's never. Or he's been to the Western Conference Finals once. They got swept by the Vegas in their first season, and you're like, and he always melts down in the playoffs. You're like, can the guy actually like before we anoint like 3 Vezinas is like Hall of Fame career, and you're like, can we win a Stanley Cup first before we just start showering these people with like repeat awards?
Yeah,
it's like, well, it's like, can you do something? Can you win? Like Vasilevsky's won 2 cups, like in Tampa, and I think he has like 1 Vezina.
He's good.
Yes.
That's it's like you said, the like you mentioned with the Lamar Jackson argument, like, okay, yeah, he's won like 3 MVPs or whatever it is, but it's like,
he's awesome. He's dynamic. Yeah, he's awesome. He's dynamic. He sucks in the playoffs, guys. I don't know how else to say this. He sucks in the and honestly, Josh Allen too. He got his MVP, but it's like, guess what, dude? You got to beat Mahomes. You got to beat Mahomes.
Yeah, exactly. And I know what people are going to say. It's a regular season award. We get that. But it's like, dude, come on.
But they use it. Like, they use it for career Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
you know, arguments. And now, because honestly, now with Lamar, you're like, dude, the guy he has a Hall of Fame career. He hasn't won jack shit, but he has a Hall of Fame career.
Yeah, just by all the rewards.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree with you. I know it's a regular season award with all these, every sport, they're all regular season awards.
But there's more to it than that.
Yeah. See, Eric, you know a little thing or two.
Well, it's just sports. We're just guys talking sports.
Yeah. Don't let your 4th grade teacher tell you any different, Eric.
You know who you are out there.
Yeah.
You tried to snuff out my flame when I was in 4th grade, but I wouldn't let you. Wouldn't let you. And now I have my own podcast. So how about that?
You, in fact, are not mentally challenged.
How about damn apples?
Nice. Oh man, yeah. I don't think there was really much anything else with sports. Obviously, you know, the draft talk we've already talked about coming up
a lot.
Yeah. Oh, Nico looks like he signed with UCLA. Yep.
I saw it was official, right?
I think I still see reports that UCLA hasn't made an announcement yet.
I saw when I was watching
he posted it.
Okay, I saw on the ESPN the ticker during the Leafs Ottawa game. It said like Nico transfers to UCLA.
Okay, so then it's probably.
I took that as like official, but I also didn't back that up with anything.
Yeah, that's probably official now.
He posted a picture of him in a UCLA jersey on his Instagram.
Dude, oh man, what a weird choice by him.
Mm-hmm.
So you called it, Eric. You called it the last episode. You're like, oh, good. You're gonna leave a top SEC program to go play for some West Coast team like UCLA.
Yeah, right. And you're like, he went to UCLA. You're like, okay, well, congrats on 4 wins.
Yeah,
against who? No one watches you.
Yeah,
dude. And the fact that
Oregon,
right.
And the fact that his family tried to backtrack saying it wasn't about the money, but it's about like the offensive scheme. But it's like, dude, you're going to play for a brand new offensive coordinator now. Like UCLA has a brand new staff.
Yeah.
Like all together.
Yeah. He's like, we're choosing UCLA. And you're like, dude, that was your only option. You can't say you're choosing it.
Or if you didn't like the offense, like, why wait till now to leave? the other portal open.
Yeah. It was a negotiation. That was a terrible negotiation tactic. Because they were saying, hey, dude, the season's starting soon. Like, they're not going to switch. They're going to have to pay you. And they're like, no.
Especially like the day of or day before the spring game.
No, Brandon, the funny thing is, if he would have thrown for like 4,000 yards, 50 touchdowns, and they would have beat Ohio State, they would have been like, absolutely, dude. Absolutely. Yeah. That's the funny thing about this whole thing is that it's like, but if it was Joe Burrow saying, I'll come back for another year, but you got to pay me $10 million a year, they'd go, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely, we'll do that.
And honestly, if he would have thrown for like 4,000, 50 touchdowns, and just even had a close game against Ohio State, you probably would have paid him.
Dude, the Tennessee fans, because I am not a Tennessee diehard, but the amount of hype that Tennessee fans had going into the Ohio State game, and then immediately it was over. They're like, yeah, dude, that leaves a bad taste in fans' mouths. Like, they're like, yeah, no, that sucked. You sucked. Like, that, you're not worth it.
Yeah, read the room.
Yeah, read the room, Nico. And like Anish said, bad time to be a Nico, trying to be all about you, take the spotlight.
I did see, the only thing I did see was 80 airball that 3 and twist his knee or something.
Yeah.
And then he's limping off, and the cameraman cut right to Nico in the stands.
No, is this true? I saw a thing, and it was the Mavericks season ended 77 days after the trade, and that's Luka's number.
Yeah.
Or whatever it is.
I mean, I saw that.
I don't know how true it is, but I've seen that multiple times.
That's pretty... Sports is brutal, man. Sports is brutal.
Yeah.
How have they not fired him? How do you not fire him?
He's got to be gone soon.
Yeah.
You would think.
Again, at this point, I'd be more shocked if they kept him for another year as opposed to firing him.
I don't know, dude. It seems like they're like, no, it's what is it, like that Principal Skinner? No, it's the children that are wrong. It's kind of like what the Mavericks are doing. We're like, no, it's the media and the fans and the sports world that's wrong. We know what we're doing. And dude, you've won one championship in 40 years. What are you talking about?
For real? And you know how you won that championship? Because you held on to your generational talent.
Yes, your generational international player. Yeah. And you got gifted because Atlanta took Trey.
Yeah.
I was there, right?
Trey,
I'm right there.
Yeah, you're there.
Trey Young. Because they took Trey Young. Thank you. Thank you. Dude, I was like, as soon as I said that, I was like, how the hell do I get out of this? How do I get out of this? Because I'm specifically referencing somebody.
The visuals that you were giving off weren't that great, Eric. But you
dude, my brain, it was clicking hard.
Yeah. Because in my brain, I was like, maybe your fourth grade teacher was right. when I saw you working through it. You landed it, though, Eric. You landed it. You got us home.
Thank you.
Oh, man. But yeah, one last thing on the Tennessee Nico. He definitely screwed himself because now he's only getting paid $900,000 after the California taxes.
40% of his money's going to help the homeless people in California.
Yeah. So not only is he not getting a raise, but he's not even getting the money he was originally getting paid, and he's getting paid way less.
And he was living in Knoxville. With all due respect, Knoxville, it's a dump. It's a shithole. So he was like a king over there.
Now he's going to LA.
Yeah, now he's got a studio apartment in LA.
Yeah. Also, weird choice because I heard a story that his younger brother transferred out of UCLA.
Literally, just recently. He's in Arkansas now.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Oh man, all time just chaos. Why would you invite that kind of chaos into your sports? They're already hard. It's already difficult. And you just made it where now everyone hates you or doesn't like you. I want to say hate, but everyone doesn't like you. They're like, Nico, get him out of here.
Go now.
Get now.
Yeah, his dad really fucked this up for him. For sure.
Yeah.
Someone was saying he's basically like LeVar Ball, but at least LeVar Ball was getting on TV.
His sons got drafted.
His sons got drafted.
Two of them.
And yeah.
Yeah, I saw something that was he's LeVar Ball without the charisma.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they're not. I don't think Nico's dad's going to be on First Take.
If he does, he'd get roasted so bad.
But yeah. Also, no one wants to hear from him.
Yeah. No one cares about Nico at this point.
Do you want to see how I turned $2 million into $800,000?
Magic.
No, not really. It sounds kind of sad.
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds real depressing.
You see LeVar Ball? He got his foot amputated or something.
I saw that.
It's like weird. Like I don't know why. I just seen like a Twitter video of him with like no foot.
Yeah, I saw that too. I don't know if it was like a
Lieutenant
health
Ball.
reason or
You ain't
Lieutenant
got
Ball.
no foot. I'm gonna Google it.
yeah,
Give it a goog.
yeah. Give it a Goog. Go talk to Mr. Goog real quick and figure out what's going on.
Dude,
with
diabetes, complications from diabetes.
Yeah,
In February this year.
that'll do it, man.
Dude, infections. Yep. There's an infection.
Hey,
Woo!
you know, infections will get you.
Dude, infection. Don't
get
mess
you,
around
dude.
with infections, kids.
They'll get you, man.
That's why every mile I'm running, I'm like, don't have heart disease. Don't get diabetes. It will take me out. I am weak. Okay. I know this. I am weak.
My body can't take any more.
Yeah. No, I get one infection and I am done, dude.
Yeah.
In the Pioneer days, I would have died 20 times by now.
He's not making
Oregon
it down
Trail?
the Oregon Trail.
Nah,
Yeah,
he
Oregon
would
Trail.
not make
Yeah.
it, dude.
I didn't make it to St. Louis. Okay?
Yeah.
Forging the river is the least of his worries.
Yeah.
Yeah. You think I worry about force? I got dysentery, dude.
We ain't even left camp yet.
Yeah. Eric, how are you dying from diarrhea already?
Plants.
Should hate that beefaroni.
Yeah. No one told me I couldn't eat the berries.
Yeah. Now you tell me.
Yeah. Oh, man. All right, boys. Enough dysentery talk for this pod.
Okay.
We're going to spin ourselves out of it.
Okay.
Going into a much happier place.
Let's do it.
We're going to go into the draft, boys.
Yeah.
Like we mentioned earlier, we probably should have drafted NHL teams. We still have some time. Maybe we can do that next week. We'll still have some time. It'll still be first round.
First round
So
takes about 2 weeks.
Yeah, so we can do that next week. That'll give us some time to actually watch some games and get
And
a
there's
feel.
16 teams, so we can like weed out some teams.
Yeah, exactly.
Nashville, they're out.
Yeah. Sorry, New Jersey, but you
In
gotta
New
get
Jersey, you get the Preds award. You made the playoffs.
Yeah,
You made it.
the participation award.
Yes.
Dang, not even an honorable mention.
Not an honorable mention, dude. But this week we're gonna stick with the nostalgia theme. It's got me in the feel. It gets me happy every time we get to this part because of the drafts we're doing. So this week we're gonna draft best video games. Now, this could be video games that we played when we were younger, games that you're into right now, kind of a free for all. A couple of ground rules. Obviously, sequels are off the table. So, like, if you take one, you can't take the other.
Take
What
the
do you mean?
franchise. Just take the franchise.
You're gonna tell me NHL 2010 is the same as NHL 2025?
Yeah.
Hey, some of those games.
Go ahead.
You're gonna tell me Madden 2005 with the introduced in the hit stick is the same as Madden whatever 2026 go F yourself?
All right. To be a jerk, I'm going to take like 3 years of Madden.
Yeah. Cuz but you could distinctly tell why they are awesome. All right, fine. I guess.
Well,
Fine.
do that and then just
How about just
tell
draft
your
how you draft?
favorite.
Okay.
Yeah, draft
Do
how you
it.
draft and
Draft
then we
the
can,
franchise and say your favorite one.
yeah.
How about that? How about that?
Like
Catch me in the draft.
Yeah.
How about
Catch
that?
my podcast.
like Stanley Cup playoffs, rounds 1 through 4.
Okay.
Do you understand the clarification?
I didn't like that one.
Strictly 80s Madden.
He's like, and it's just like I like NHL,
Yeah.
NHL video games.
Video games, all of them.
Okay, all right.
Now there is a
You threw me a
distinction.
curveball. You threw
Yeah.
me a curveball. That's fine.
How many Maddens are you going to take?
Yeah, I know.
Is this like Is this like when we drafted like Saban, like these Bama years?
How many Alabama teams we took?
I mean, kind of, but would you not say all those teams were different versions, different iterations?
Okay,
okay.
if it's
Eric,
that,
you draft how
if
you
it's
draft,
that,
and if it's too questionable, we'll let you know. How about that?
I have.
How about
man,
that?
How about that?
How about that?
I have
don't
two.
like the attitude.
I think. All right, to please Eric, because I don't think we're going to take multiple Maddens. I think
No,
for
we're
something
not.
like that, for a long-lasting franchise such as a Madden that's been going on forever, or I'll
FIFA.
even
FIFA,
I'm even throw
NHL.
out. I'm even going to throw out Super Mario. That's crossed many platforms. Something like that, you could take a specific one. That's long enough.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Fair
Thank
play.
you.
Do I have the first pick?
You had the first pick.
Don't. He's gonna be a jerk. He's gonna be a real jerk.
I've got the second pick.
With
and
that
Eric's
being
got-
said,
Yeah,
Eric's bringing up the rear with the back-to-back.
that's fine. Good.
No, I'm
More
gonna-
for me.
well, I'm going to follow up that rule with another rule, and I'm going to go ahead and do the first pick.
Mm-mm. No, I know where you're going because we talked about it before the pod. I know where you're going. You're taking the best game, that's probably the best video game ever created.
But that is more fair.
That's just two.
Than the Madden.
That's just two.
That's more fair than the Madden.
He's like, I'm taking GTA 3 through 5.
You can have one.
Yeah. Everyone knows it's Vice City. Sorry.
No, this is like when Eric did like the fall weekend when he picked cabin and he
picked
like 7 things.
Apple picking, the cabin.
He did that
away.
also with the childhood birthdays with 7 flags.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I like to maximize my time. I'm sorry.
I'm the one getting shit for Stanley Cup playoffs.
You know what? I like being around my family. Sue me. Okay? Some of my family. Some of the other family, they can go to hell.
Debatable.
Debatable. Yeah, debatable for you want to be
next week we're gonna draft Eric's family.
Yeah.
Who's got number 1 pick for that?
First pick. I have number 1 pick for that.
All right. I'll spin us out of this.
Speaking of Eric's family. Speaking of Eric's family.
Oh my gosh.
Oh gosh. There's more rules?
No, I just want to say that I'm now the official
rules.
I'm now the
official
NHL teams child.
Yeah. Nish got a shout out from my mom. I never get shout outs from my mom. This is my birthday, and it wasn't even your birthday, Nish.
Nah, it was just a regular like Tuesday.
She was just like, man, she was like, I miss that guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I will say, Nish, I have to fix your name all the time in my autocorrect.
Oh, because it goes to Amish?
It really wants you to be Amish, dude. It really wants you.
Yeah, unfortunately, your mom got autocorrected bad.
Yeah.
Good old Amish.
I just let it ride.
All right, Brandon.
All right.
First pick.
Gosh, can we have a draft now? Good Lord, my time ran up.
Yeah.
Your Honor, Brandon's time has concluded. It is no longer his time.
I'm going strictly. All right. I'm taking this franchise because there's only 2.
To lose
not
3.
Multiple generations worth, like Eric wants to take.
I didn't know. No, I was going to say.
I guess there is 3
specific years.
I don't know whose pick it is. It's my pick, right?
Yeah, it's your pick.
But I'm taking one of the most. This is a video game, but it's almost a cinematic, emotional experience, and that's Red Dead Redemption.
Makes me cry thinking about it.
I'm thinking Red Dead 1, Red Dead 2. That's what I'm taking. And Red Dead 2 probably more. It's more recent, so graphics are a lot better. It's still a great story. Gameplay's still awesome. Red Dead 1 holds a special place in my heart because I was right coming out of college, didn't have a job, but I had an Xbox 360 and Red Dead Redemption and a dream, and I finished that game 100%.
That's insane.
Completed
Brandon, that's
the
an accomplishment.
Completed the story, completed every side mission to where there was nothing
that's tough.
else you could do.
The knife game on your fingers?
The knife, the Russian roulette.
Yeah.
Stabbed my hand a lot of times, but we got through it. But you could spend.
Sick.
I honestly, I don't know how many hours. I'm scared to go back and see how many hours I spent on that game.
Now you're in my head. Both of
them have a special place in my heart. Like I said, I didn't finish Red Dead 2. You know, at this point, married, kids, got jobs, got stuff to do.
Yeah.
You never finished Red Dead 2?
No, not 100%. Listen.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Yeah. Brandon's standards are 100% or bust, Eric.
Yeah, didn't finish it 100%. And it's also crazy that it spanned that long. That I was literally like coming out of college with like literally no job, and then now it's like 15 years later playing the other one.
Yep.
But phenomenal game.
Fantastic game.
Oh,
like you said,
can we add some sugar? A little sugar, a little Salt Bay for Brandon. That game is literally one of the most beautiful. Both games, they're the most beautiful, crazy, emotional twist, most endearing characters.
Great story.
John Marston, Arthur Morgan, fantastic characters. The world is incredible. The gunplay, the horses, it's beautiful.
Dude, you could get on there and not do any mission, any part of the story. Just go ride around on a horse.
Yeah, just kill time.
Dude, Eric, do you remember we would like play? Eric and I would get online together and play multiple, and we literally would like go fish or
we would
fight.
start out. Yeah, we would start out fishing, and then it would turn into a stab at each other.
Yeah,
and carrying each other's bodies on our horses for like hours.
Yeah, we would not even accomplish anything.
Yep,
but kill each other.
Yep.
Nice.
Maybe the real redemption was the friends we made along the way.
God, now I'm gonna play Red Dead Redemption again.
No, if you have a YouTube I have YouTube on my main TV, and you can literally watch playthroughs or walkthroughs, and it's still an incredible game. Incredible. Brandon, just so you know, since you took that first, I have one in mind that you are not getting. I just want you to know that. I know where you're going. And I'm going to take it. I'm going to change my whole strategy to take this game.
just so you don't get it. All right.
So we'll see if Madden 03's there for you when you get back.
I know. Watch us not even take Madden or NHL.
After a 20-minute argument.
They probably could have their own drafts. No lie.
They probably could.
Next week.
Yeah. All right. So my pick, I'm going to go a little more old school. A little bit more childhood. Just an all-time classic, an all-time banger. We talked about themes last week. This probably has one of the best video game theme songs ever created.
He's doing it.
And that's GoldenEye. Just an awesome video game. The
classic.
The original multiplayer.
Oh my gosh.
Just awesome. Just awesome.
Screen cheating.
Screen
multiplayer on GoldenEye.
Yeah. You had that one guy who always picks Odd Job. He's like shorter than everybody.
Everyone had that buddy that took Odd Job. And you're like, no Odd Job.
Yeah.
Because if you crouch, you crouch with Odd Job, he's like impossible to hit.
Yeah.
And then you'd have like the new family member that would come around and you'd let him be Jaws. Like, you could be Jaws, the guy's like freakishly tall.
Yeah. Just an all-time game.
Anish, did you know they made GoldenEye? They remastered it. You could play it on the Xbox and PC and PlayStation now.
Dude, I heard that.
It's
I heard
fantastic.
about it.
It's fantastic.
I need to check it out. That sounds amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we did forget to clarify. We're going 3 rounds or 4 rounds for this draft. I feel like there's enough to go 4 rounds, but I'm okay with 3 in honorable mentions. Whatever you guys want.
2, 3, and honorable.
Okay.
Done.
Done. All right, Eric, you got back to back here.
This is a big conversation here because I feel like I love video games. I've been playing video games since I got an N64, and I'm trying to think about like the highs of like what games did we play that were like the best versus like best, like because Red 4 Dead is a beautiful, but it's a single player. Now, granted, there's the online play, but that's more like a side thing of like Red Dead. And GoldenEye, great campaign, even better multiplayer because it was like one of the first multiplayers where you're actually going against each other. I feel like I have to go with the Nintendo 64 Super Smash Brothers is my first choice because that's another one. There is no really campaign. I know there is a campaign, but it's all about battle royale and choosing your favorite character. Samus, everyone knows it's Samus. Being Samus, beating the hell out of everybody, playing Smash Brothers till 4 a.m. at night. Yep. So yeah, Super Smash Brothers. I'm taking the N64 Super Smash Brothers.
Nice, classic game.
No, I had it on there. It's a great
ultimate
game. Like
it's a great game. Also, do you remember the commercial? Do you remember the commercial when that game came out?
It was an awesome commercial. It was one of the better.
Me and you and you and me, forever. And then they start beating each other up, like Pikachu and Mario beating each other up. Great game, great commercial, great game. My next one.
Pick.
Thank you. My next one, I feel like I have to go with it's also can be a multiplayer game. There is a campaign. It's different than you think it is, but I'm going to go with Left 4 Dead as my next pick. It's a great zombie shooter game, survival. Honestly, it's insane that they did 1 and 2, and I honestly can't tell. I don't remember the difference between 1 and 2. I'm going to go with 2 just because the box was cool. Because it was like fingers were bit off the hand of the box, the cover. But super fun game, very simple. It should be it. You would think that'd be like a perennial game. Just like we should be on Left 4 Dead 10 by now. But love Left 4 Dead.
That one was so much fun.
It was so much fun.
We wore the shit.
Was that the one you were gonna? Is that the one you thought I was?
Yeah, that's where I thought you were going. Because that was also the same era.
Same era, college. That was in our college days for sure.
Yeah,
we played that game a lot.
The stalkers, the you hear the
the blob.
Oh God, run!
Yeah. God, that was so much fun.
Survival mode in that game.
Survival, you
awesome. So hard.
The car with gas. You gotta, it was great. Dude, what's the one with the rain? Like you're in the flooded city and the rain's pouring down in the storm, and you have to like get in and then get out of the town. It's great. Scares the shit out of you. Super fun.
What was along the same line? I'm not gonna take it. What was the game that you and Nate would play?
Sea of Thieves?
No.
Oh,
Dying Light.
Dead by Daylight. Dying Light. Very similar zombie waves, and at night, super scary.
That one was scary, like especially when it turned to night. That was very scary.
Love that game was so fun, dude.
That was fun.
Nice.
All right,
lots of good games, man. Lots of good games. All right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude. There's a million good games.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go another.
It's your turn, Anish.
Another old school game. Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I'm looking at my list really hard. I'm trying to figure out.
I know. Yeah. It's tough.
There's a bunch of ways you can.
It's tough. So I'm gonna go with another old school game. I just can't help myself. I'm gonna go with Zelda Ocarina of Time.
Great choice.
I thought Eric was gonna do that first.
That's what I thought too. I know we talked about it a little bit last week, and I thought you were gonna go with it.
Dude, I still know the music. Anish, the music, dude, all those songs.
Fantastic.
Great choice, Anish.
Yeah. It was an awesome game. Right? It was. Yeah. Go ahead.
Keep going, Anish. You're all glitchy now. Keep going.
You're very glitchy.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Glitchy.
Sorry.
I'm not gonna lie. I can't read your reactions because you're just
keep
pausing.
Thinking you're done.
He's pausing, and I'm like, okay.
I'm like, he's done, right? I'm like, all right. I guess I got to pick it up from here.
All right, Brendan, bring in the heat. Bring the heat. Anish is glitching.
Yeah, Brandon, you go.
Ocarina of Time rules. Great game. Great.
All right, I got back to back. So for my first one, I went college era. Now I'm gonna go back even further to my OG days. We had a regular Nintendo, and I'm going with the boys, the Super Mario Brothers. The original OG side-scrolling screen. We would play it for hours, like days on end, just trying our hard to save that princess. Back then, it's not like today where you die and you can just come right back. We'll try it again, pick it up where you left off.
There's no save
points. You have to complete the whole freaking level, and it was so hard. But that was peak video games back then. That's all you had. That's all you knew. That's what we learned on. A button, D-pad, B button. That's where we all started. That's what we all learned with.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember, shout out Tyler. I don't know if he remembers. Well, he probably doesn't remember because he's a baby. But he would always be wanting to play, busting my vibes. So I would give him an unplugged controller. Like, here you go, bro. We're both playing. And I would be playing while he was sitting
smart.
Chewing on the controller. Dude. Yeah. Big brain move. Big brain move.
Big bro move. Sure, dude. You can play with me, nerd.
Yeah. I'm Mario and Luigi, my man.
No, bro. You're like Toad.
Yeah. You can pretend to be Toad. Let's see. And my third round pick, again, shout out Tyler. So that was the OG, how we learned, what we got started on. And I think of what we played the most and probably thought about the most, even when we weren't playing it. And that was N64, WWF No Mercy.
Oh, dude. Brandon.
That was
fantastic.
One of my favorite games of all time. Tyler hit me in the comments. But you could create your player. I had so many creative players.
Your striking abilities
would spend hours like just fine tuning what your.
Were you a jabber?
Yeah. I was a brawler, bro. Yeah. No, I was always trying to be like HBK. All my guys looked like every time my character looked exactly like Shawn Michaels.
That is your guy.
Yeah, but high flyer, showman,
classic Brandon.
Yeah.
Great choice, Brandon. And you're right, though. Dude, you could do Royal Rumbles. Oh, my God, dude.
God, loved that game. It was so much fun. You could create like a stable, like a team. And dude, we had so many creative players. It's ridiculous.
How were those games not around anymore?
Dude, it should be stuff like that. So much fun. It was
so fun.
I've tried to play some of the more recent wrestling ones. I just didn't care for them.
Well, they probably do like the UFC games where it's like way too technical, way too. You're like, I don't want to actually know how to do a freaking triangle. I just want to like climb the rope and do go flying in the air, dude.
I want to hit somebody with a chair.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I have like Brandon. We played that game was that the one that was the black cartridge?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So dude, we played that game so much. I have like literally people's like when they come walking out, like their intros and stuff. Like it's like ingrained in my brain.
God, we loved it.
Great choice.
Nice. All right. I'm going to go. I'm going to glitch out. I'm probably glitching out. I'm just going to go.
Am I crazy? Am I crazy here?
Staring at us.
Go. He was just going,
Go for it, Anish.
Anish, it is your turn.
I'm just gonna talk. Just let me write it out. Just stay quiet.
He's
I'm gonna write it
auto-drafting.
out. All right, this auto drafted. This will be fine in the recording. I know it will. Riverside's good like that. So my last pick.
I don't know. It seems like it's impacting it pretty good.
Yeah, my last pick. I'm gonna go with. a good old fighter.
Keep going,
game.
Anish.
I'm just going. I'm gonna talk. Yeah, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna go with one that's a classic, the first video game to ever have blood in it, and that's Mortal Kombat. Just a classic fighter game, 1v1. I love the movies, love all the games. I haven't played them in a while. I know they're on like number 11 or some shit. But
disregard those.
Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna finish talking. Yeah, I'm gonna finish talking, and you guys discuss and continue on without me.
Anish, do you remember when you played Mortal Kombat and every now and then the
let him finish?
Oh, I thought he was done. He said he was done. Did he? I can't tell. But do you remember guy that would go hello? It would pop out of the bottom of the screen, Brandon.
Sorry, I'm lost now.
No, do you remember Mortal Kombat, Brandon, when the developer randomly would pop out of the corner and be like mid fight? Great choice, Anish.
All right, you guys go.
Okay, so Brandon, do you want to end it at this third round, or do you want to do a fourth round? I know Anish, we're losing Anish here.
I said we might as well just end it. I was about to say fourth round, but let's just end it.
I want to go 4, but I can't. I literally can't read Anish's face right now. So with my last pick, and then I guess we'll do like honorable mention stuff. Brandon, I'm gonna go with Batman Arkham
Asylum.
No, yeah, I think I have to go Asylum, the first one. It's the smaller one. Arkham City was great, and Arkham what's the third one? Yeah, Arkham Knight. Oh, good one, Brandon. Good recall there. Arkham Knight was the third one. But I'm going with the first one, Batman Arkham Asylum. It just, honestly, it changed the game of like what a Batman game, brawling, the way you could use your grapple hook and move around and stealth and the detective mode. But which is ironically, Brandon, Red Dead, Left 4 Dead, and Batman Arkham Asylum. Those all came out at the same time.
Yeah, oh, dude, I remember that was the same time frame because
Isn't that nuts?
Also Arkham Asylum. I also did 100% on that game.
that's very impressive, Brandon.
And that was
the Riddler
very
ones,
hard.
The Riddler ones, I had no time.
That was hard.
Those.
It had a lot of time on my hands.
Yeah, but I still love that game. I've beat it so many times, and it's made there's spin-offs and stuff for it. It's a fantastic game.
That was phenomenal.
Love it.
And we made it through this whole draft. Not one Madden or FIFA after that whole debacle.
Well, I was literally thinking because like my favorite Maddens were like the early 2000s because we had a PC, like a home computer, and like NHL 2004, NHL 2001. Like those games were sick.
Dude, I just love back when they would have like the mini camp games.
Oh,
and Madden.
Madden. Dude,
yeah.
the dummy,
so
the
much
training.
Fun.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Dude, you'd be like juking and like between trying to hit the holes. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, I would play every one of them.
Those are great. I was going to say also especially the early days of NHL and Madden, and even FIFA, the soundtracks used to be such a big part of like, you just listen to the songs over and over again.
Yeah.
Very fun.
Dude, FIFA was so much fun too. I mean,
FIFA was great.
Still love FIFA.
Dude, FIFA is still great. It is still super fun. NHL sucks now. I don't know if anybody out there, let me know in the comments if you disagree, but NHL the last couple of years is like borderline unplayable because they changed the physics of it and stuff. And Madden, I haven't played Madden in forever either.
I haven't either. Dude, we didn't even touch like Halo or Warzone.
Dude, Halo. I was gonna have if we were gonna go 4, I was gonna choose Warzone. I was gonna say, Brandon, it literally saved my life. Like during COVID
times.
Yes.
That was what me, you, Drew, Kendall. That's all we did during that first couple like years of COVID.
Yes.
We just play Warzone.
When there was nowhere to go, nothing to do. It's like let's just hop online and have some giggles and be scared to death, especially in the early days.
We literally text with Kendall daily. And it was literally just because he jumped in our Warzone party.
Shout out Kendall.
He randomly just jumped in like,
like he was on our intramural football. Like he went to college with us, but we weren't. I wouldn't say we were like great friends. Yeah, we weren't like great friends. And then during COVID, he hopped on one day. We're like, "What's up, Kendall?" And then honestly, Kendall, maybe I'm speaking for myself here. I feel like we're best friends.
We literally text with him like at least daily, probably. Yeah,
every day,
just because he randomly jumped in. because he took initiative.
Yeah, and I like that. I need that. I was looking for a leader.
Hank's really good.
Yeah, but there's a million video games. I mean, Sea of Thieves, Brandon. Sea of Thieves. Me and you and Nate played that forever.
Another beautiful game.
Rocket League.
That was just a fun party game.
Assassin's Creed games are sick.
I'm surprised you didn't take an Assassin's Creed game.
I love Assassin's Creed.
You love those.
I do love them.
I had a good honorable mention that y'all probably didn't play, but it was when I was in high school. We were big into Counter-Strike on PC.
I never played Counter-Strike.
Dude, we would do LAN game parties with that. It was so much fun. It was kind of like the OG that was like the original Call of Duty mini maps. Multiplayer mini maps is exactly what it was.
Yep.
And God, shout out Mr. Cooper, our CAD teacher. We would do our CAD work. We'd get done, and then we'd play
just start shooting each other, boys.
Mm-hmm. He would. He was just like, "All right, y'all are done with your drawings? Sure, go kill each other."
He's like, "Boys, make sure you check your corners."
It's my favorite class in high school.
Brandon, that's an old school game.
It was. But when he's talked about doing best games, I literally thought of Counter-Strike. So I'm like, that was like one of the highlights in high school. Oh, dude. Yeah, we're going to CAD. We're going to do all these drawings. Yeah. Nope, we're playing Counter-Strike.
Yeah, right.
For the whole period.
It honestly, I feel like because I've been playing. So, Brandon, it's funny you said the Nintendo or Super Nintendo was your first video game. Mine was the N64, was the first video game console that we ever had in our house. And pretty much since that point, I have been consistently playing video games. And thinking back, I'm like, oh, dude, we had a PC. The Age of Empires and Age of Mythology games were so damn fun. But that's a different style of video games. Yeah, totally different. And then Anish got Ocarina of Time, which might be one of my favorite video games ever. Is Ocarina of Time.
Or we didn't touch, Anish's texting us, we didn't touch Grand Theft Auto. That was another,
Grand Theft Auto.
I remember in high school. I know there's been others since, but I remember that high school days of playing Grand Theft Auto.
Dude, GTA 3 was a game changer. A game changer. You're like, what do you mean? You could just run people over, and it's
just that
the
open
cops
world.
come after you, and you just gotta run.
Dude, me and Tyler would just try to get 5 stars and just see who could survive the longest.
Get the bazooka out, do a cheat code, get bazookas.
Yeah. Dude, I was gonna say too, did we say Mario Kart? We didn't touch Mario Kart.
You know what's funny, Brandon? When I was debating between Super Smash Brothers on the N64, Mario Kart was right there where I was like, which N64 game do I want to choose? Because I just took GoldenEye, which was going to be my first pick. But then I was like, man, but Mario Kart is also a game you play for hours and hours and hours.
Dude, I still playing it back on N64 days and then up to now, still playing it.
Oh, still
smoking
fun.
The kids.
Yeah,
just
still
smoking
fun.
them. I remember the first time Lily
beat
me. The first time Lily beat me in a race, it was literally she was getting to where she was on me. She's still good, but she's getting to the point where I was first. She was always second or third. And I got blue shelled at the end. And she barely went by me. And I remember she dropped the controller and her eyes were like, I did it. I found the Holy Grail. I beat you.
That's a big move, dude. That's a big day. That's we played. So we have a Nintendo Switch, and then current Mario is so different than the OG Mario Karts, but it's still so fun. Same thing though. I'm in the king of Mario Kart in my house, but it is one time Philly got third, and I was like, what the hell? You legit got third. I gotta watch it. You're now my enemy. I've been protecting you.
Yeah.
Now I gotta take you down.
Anish, you might be back. Your face is clear now.
Yeah, you're back.
Oh my god! Thank God. I was just sitting quiet. I don't want to talk.
You were going the whole time. You were like,
yeah.
I couldn't really see you. Your screen was just not there for me.
Yes.
Oh man, that was miserable.
And yours weren't saying anything.
I know.
And it was video games. It's the best draft ever.
I know. God damn it.
Could you hear us?
The internet. Yeah, I could hear you fine. I was part of the conversation. Just I was not a part of your guys' conversation.
No, you weren't. And just play the tapes back. You were not.
I know it sucks. Riverside will clean it up and will sound stupid.
Yeah, it'll be just us cackling like idiots as Anish is totally normal. But for the record, he was not normal on the feed.
Yeah, he did as you did get out, I'll just start talking. Let me finish, and then I'll go. And then Eric goes, "Hey, Anish."
Yeah. So I thought, Anish, my bad. In my head, you said, "I'm done. I'm finishing up. Let me know." That's why I was like, "Okay, I'll take over."
He said, "Put me in, coach."
Yeah.
More.
Okay,
said, say less.
I'm now the producer.
I don't even think I
Look at me.
I drafted my pick.
I'm the captain.
Anish,
I also love that you chose Ocarina of Time and then you gave no elaboration on it, and so we were like, okay.
That's
don't have any thoughts?
Glitching out.
Yeah, I did.
I was gonna say I couldn't see your face, so I could not tell if you were froze, if you were done, if you were here. I don't know.
I was here, just nodding along the whole time.
Hey, luckily it was a draft. Luckily it was a draft that Eric and I both well versed in.
Yeah, we can carry this.
Yeah.
I don't even. You're right. Though, looking at my list now, I'm like, I don't know. I probably should. I wish I would have played that out a little different.
Dude, I don't know. There's so many different ways you could go. You know what? Another one we didn't say. Game Boy Pokemon.
Oh,
dude, Game Boy having the
Full
red
confession,
cartridge.
Never played Pokemon on the Game Boy. I didn't have a Game Boy.
Damn,
or I had a Game Boy, but it was one of the OG. It was green, but it was the big boy one, like the original Game Boy.
Oh, I know.
And I never had the cool. I never had the cool ones.
You missed out, dude. You would have loved.
Dude,
like you would have loved it.
One of my neighbors.
You love the damn app. You would loved.
I still
Game Boy.
I play Pokemon Go. Brandon, one of my neighbors, she had the purple see-through Game Boy.
That's what I had the green see-through. I think Tyler had red.
Well, I thought it was the coolest thing. I'm like, and mine was just green. I thought that was cool, but that a few years later, the technology just kept smaller, cooler.
God, that was so much fun. You would have loved it. I hate that you missed that.
I know.
Yeah.
Which is funny because like I had the Pokemon.
You're the Pokemon guy.
I know. That's right up my alley. You bet your ass I do. But yeah, I full confession, never actually played a Pokemon Game Boy game.
Surprising.
Scarlet Letter, man. Big P.
His is stolen valor.
I never said I was.
Now, believe it or not, when I was having internet connections, I couldn't quite hear your last pick, Eric. Which Arkham did you take again? I know you were debating.
We debated. I went with the first one, Arkham Asylum.
Okay. That's what I thought you said. I wasn't sure.
It was great. So fun.
Yeah.
Did you play those games, Anish? The Batman games?
I did. They're fantastic.
God,
they're
so fun.
Those Arkham games were awesome.
I think the second one, the city one, is my favorite one. But the first one was just so like, I remember playing it and being like, what? Like, you could beat up all the bad guys? Like, really beat them up? Hell yeah.
I have a great way to close this out. We all three met playing video games.
Yeah.
Do you remember that in the dorms?
Yeah.
We had like a LAN party. And for all you youngsters, there's probably no one listen to this one.
Connected. Yeah.
But we literally put everybody's names in a hat and like draw names for partners. And
I had Wally. Wally was my first partner.
He was probably a good partner.
He was good. I remember he was wearing a sweatshirt and he came out of the room and he was just sweating profusely through his armpits. That's how intense those Halo. Was that Halo 2?
It was
Halo 2, right?
It was Halo, yeah.
Another surprising reason why Halo was not in our drafts.
I love Halo.
I mean, Halo was awesome. There were so many. I mean, all three of us grew up playing video games. We love video games.
Yeah.
Could have done a 10-round draft. And you could have went all different ways.
Yeah, I mean, like, honestly, Cyberpunk is one of my favorite video games. Skyrim, one of my favorite video games. Put like 300 hours into Skyrim. No shame.
Honestly, if I wasn't glitching out, I probably would have suggested going 4 rounds. But I was like, this cannot go. I cannot go another pick.
I would have been down for 4, but yeah, we had to make that executive call.
My bad, guys. My bad.
If you're still listening somehow, and if you're still listening, in the comments, let us know.
What did we forget?
What did we forget? Miss? What did we nail?
I'm sure there's something we missed.
Because we nailed this. Let us know what we nailed.
Nice. On that note, boys, that wraps up this week's episode. Hopefully Riverside does his job and it doesn't sound as bad.
If not, I'll give you a recap of Anish.
Yeah, just
but blurred.
Nodding. Yeah, just blurred.
Yeah, Anish like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, the audio version is going to sound great.
Yeah.
Video.
Shout out all
so
you Apple Podcast listeners.
Yeah. All right, boys. Till next week.